Hi, and welcome to my review on this five tier corner shelf. I just wanted to go over with you while I'm finishing up the putting it together, the assembly, what I thought about this. Basically, parts list, the tools provided, or the equipment you need to put it together is all there. It was good. It was easy to follow. The instructions are really clear. There's no huge amount of, information thrown in. Things are spaced out so that you can see pretty easily what you need to do. The parts were all labeled, so you either have numbers or letters on them. The hardware is going to have the letters, the parts are going to have the numbers on it. And I recommend that you do like I do. You put everything out first, see how it's all going to fit, and then that you have all your parts and get busy. The good thing about this is that they do provide you everything you need, with the exception of a Phillips screwdriver. So if you are going to bolt it to a wall, you are going to need a Phillips screwdriver to complete that. You end up with one extra foot peg or grip. Those screw in. That is really nice to help even it out. There are 3 that are included on the ends of your legs already, so the corner and the 2 sides have those legs on them, and then you're going to be putting together a part in the front bottom that's going to help you stabilize your shelf, so that you end up with 4 legs total at the bottom. So you'll have 1 at the corner, 1 on each side, and then 1 at the front, which is super, super nice. I think that is probably the best thing that I have ever seen on a do-it-yourself. As far as it goes, I ended up with extra screws. You have 2 sets of screwdrivers. Remember, the short goes with the shorter, and the skinny long one is gonna go with the spiral long. So that'll help you while you're putting it together. The last thing that I have to do is screw this one in. Just wanted you to see with the do-it-yourself shelving, the metal brackets sometimes don't fit exactly even, but I had no problem getting any of them on. The hardest part you'll have is making sure that your screw actually goes through both sides evenly, because sometimes they like to get stuck on the inside and go up or down. You just pull it out a little bit and then thread it through again. As far as the shelves, the easiest thing that I found, I did section by section, was that I put in my bracket maintaining one. So this is these short, fat little screws that you put into the built-in bracket on the legs, and you secure that bracket in place. And then you want to put the shelf on, and you're using these big long spiral screws to secure the shelves. So the easiest way that I found with the shelves was that I secured the brackets first, the legs, and then I put the shelf up and put a screw into each leg, into each corresponding hole, and tightened it just a little. Now, I'll tell you all, I am not fond of these. I'm grateful that they include them, but if I can do it with an electric drill, it is so much easier and faster, and my preferred. This took me 45 minutes to do, and I'm gonna tell you, if I use my electric one, I'm cutting the time at least in half. So I really prefer the electric. I did try it with this, and my electric was not working on this at all. I've not had that before, but it just was not working. It was not going through to the point where it was tightening. It would push through just a little bit and then stop, or it would on the leg brackets, or it would push the shelf back out. So I did try it with both. It didn't work for me. I did have to use these, so it did take me probably just a little bit longer, because I was trying with the electric first. But that is how I ended up. I did have extra components left over, which is great because if something doesn't work, which I've had happen in the past, where something just is not threaded correctly or it just doesn't work and you really need that extra to make it work. I love that they went ahead and included those for you. So you got a couple of the long ones, you got one of the medium ones, and you've got two of the short ones. The short and the spiral longs are the ones that you use the most. So it's nice that they didn't just do one, but that they did two. Now, as far as anchoring this into the wall, I'm not going to do that, but I want to show you what that looks like. They did give you the drywall anchors. So you can go ahead and pound those into your wall and then get your screw. Again, you'll need a Phillips and you'll screw that in. But before you do that to completion, after you get your anchor in, you want to go ahead and thread these according to the instructions. So these nice little vinyls that are here will help you secure this tightly into the wall, is how they have it. Now there is a lot of, there we go. There is a lot of extra fabric. So I'm guessing that it is all going to be dependent on where you anchor. I wouldn't need this much personally. And if you want to anchor behind to keep it tight, I'm supposing you could do that to help make it tight. But it seems like it's a lot of extra material to keep that tight. But again, I'm assuming that is going to be in you going forward or out to the back of it to get that really nice, tight, secure fit in there. In fact, yeah, I would totally recommend that you put that baby into the wall and pull these back as tight as you can. You'll see that up here on the decorative top, there is a doubling in the center. That's where they meet up. You're gonna have a little bit of a double at the bottom, but not as wide as this because it's just a single bar connecting at the bottom. So here you have two bars connecting here and up there. And so you've got a longer strip in that middle part. But tell you what, if I pull this back, I've got no wiggle and it is fitting in that corner very nice and tight. So I may end up drywall anchoring this after all, just to keep that really nice, tight, and secure. However, I have it in right now and there's only a little bit of rock and I've got it on carpet. So depending on your flooring, your wall situation, may be good with just a floor grip stop on the bottom of your feet. They're already there. You don't have to do that, but that might be just enough leverage you need without drilling holes if you're looking to not drill holes. Overall, really nice little 5-tier shelf. Love the metal with the wood. It works great for farmhouse, rustic, which I have. It's also nice for a simple modern or industrial look. I do have industrial curtain rods and this works perfectly with what I have. So hope this helps you overall and I hope you like it as much as I do.